Welcome back, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. As was the case with the DR Congo versus Nigeria, folks are saying I look like the Obia man. No problem there. All geared up. The Nigeria coach made the complaints. I hope Curaçao coach doesn't make any complaint this evening about Halftime TV. But we're all geared up and we're ready. And guess what? We have the starting lineup for you. I know the apps and what have you, they don't have it as yet, but we have the starting lineup for Jamaica right now, and I'm gonna run through it right now. Remember, smash the like button. Let's get this video up to 50 likes real quick. Let's get this video up to 50 likes real quick. If you just subscribed, welcome to the show. This is the Big Bad Halftime TV show, and we will be here for the next 2 hours or so, covering Jamaica versus Curacao. This is the final round, and for most of you on the live stream this evening, this is the closest that you've gotten to World Cup qualification as a supporter of the Reggae Boys. So we will be going through the starting lineup, but before I do so, let me just drop this poll in here. Will Jamaica qualify this evening is a question that we're asking, and I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are. We have a lot of folks on here from Curacao as well, so drop your flags in the comment section. Drop your flags in the comment section. Let's put some colors in the comments. For the next 2 hours, we will be covering Jamaica versus Curacao, and I know coming into this game, and not only this game, but coming into this round, we expected it to be a little bit more straightforward. We didn't expect the blue wave to be giving Jamaica so much problems, but it is what it is. And the starting lineup for Jamaica is as follows: we have Andre Blake in goal, Dexter Lembikisa at right back, Ethan Pinnock, Richard King. So Richard King is fit to start or to play from the start. We have Greg Lay at left back, Ian Frey, Isaac Hayden, and Bobby Reed. Those are the midfield three. We have Ronaldo Cephas, Shamar Nicholson, and Demari Gray. Those are the attacking three. I don't know how I feel about this starting lineup. Biggest game played at the National Stadium in over 30 years. True. All right. Let me copy this link and post it here, because let's post it there. I'm gonna write out the starting 11 as well. Let me see if FootMob has the starting 11 as yet, because yes they do. So I'll share the starting 11 now that FootMob has updated it. But as you know, Halftime TV have it first. Don't worry. So we'll share the starting 11 on your screen, and then I will invite you folks to share what your thoughts are about this 11. Whoa. Okay, I see what he did with the starting 11. He put an extra defender in there to help with the tackling. Fair. Extra defender to help with the tackling, but it's a must-win game. It's a must-win game. How confident are you with this team from an attacking standpoint? Huh. I don't know how I feel about it, people. I don't know how I feel about it. I think Tariq just started starting 11 that is saying what is happening here. So we're gonna add back Tariq to hear what his thoughts are on the starting 11. Blessings, Tariq. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you again. Just as I said he would have done, except I would have went with low. He went with
The free,
the
yeah.
yeah. So and I think he's gonna do something different too. I think Bobby's gonna be playing the wing and he's gonna put Gray inside.
The 10, yeah, fair. Because I remember Bobby Reed played on the wing numerous occasions for Leicester and for Fulham as well, and he gets goals on the wing. I remember explicitly Fulham versus Liverpool, I think, a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Blanc got on the score sheet as well. So um, he's comfortable playing out wide, and I think last game when Demari Gray played was like camped out wide for most of the game, he didn't get
Yeah, he wasn't effective.
exactly. Personally, I prefer Demari Gray on the left hand side, cutting inside, but
Hmm.
I think because Ronaldo Cephas has played his way into the starting lineup, it makes it tricky for the coach because again, Cephas has to start, right?
Yeah, but the lineup for me, to be honest, it's something like this. I wanted to see. I wanted that extra defender to sit, and as well as the two wing backs or the right wing backs. They're the pacey wing backs, so they can help get back.
Yeah,
So, um, other than that, though, I think the team is good because I'm okay with having Dixon and Richards come off the bench with that extra.
energy. Yeah,
Yes, and that would also give the stadium a bit more energy as well, with them coming on from the bench. So the
fair.
team, as you said, you don't know how you feel, but I think this is the right way to approach the game because I strongly believe Curacao is gonna come to City.
I tell you why and why I don't know how I feel about it, right? And it's again to the point that you made about having that extra bit of coverage in midfield slash defense, right?
Mm,
I I do not think, based on the tactics that Steve McLaren has played with in the past, and you alluded to the wing backs going forward and staying high. I don't think the wing backs they overlap enough, and as a result, I don't think there is the need for an additional defender in there. I think what he could do was probably allow Dexter Lembikisa, because we've seen Dexter Lembikisa going forward and he looks good when he goes forward. Like when Dexter goes forward, um, it goes into a back three. And that's why I'd prefer if there was an additional attacker. I think Bobby Reed, he can provide coverage to help out Isaac Hayden in that number six position. So Bobby Reed, he can do a job there because again, he has defensive instinct. He's played in defense on a number of occasions for club. Um, so I think if you're gonna play Bobby Reed and Frey, I know Frey is played as defender, he's played as midfielder. I don't think we need two there. I think we could have put in an additional attacker in there.
but
Like
you see, the thing why I slightly disagree with you is because I don't think he's gonna use Bobby in the midfield, and Gray isn't that type of player that really busts his gut to get back. So
yeah.
that
Which is
extra.
no. That's what I'm saying. That's why I would have preferred, because Bobby Reed, he can do a job going forward, but he can also help out in defense. So that's
Hmm.
what I'm saying. So if we either if we pull free, for example, right? If we
Hmm.
pull free and put a Kaheem Dixon, then right, we would basically have five out and out attacking players, with one of those five players helping out in defense as well, which would be Bobby Reed, who can help out Isaac Hayden, right?
You would have played Gray and Bobby in the midfield.
Yeah, I would have played Demari Gray in the 10, Bobby Reed more as a box to box 8 kind of vibe, and Kaim Dixon on the right. It's a must win game. We need all guns out.
I don't think that would have been wise, because I don't believe in the. You said Bobby's okay defensively. I think he's a bit sus at times if you look at his covering.
But there is the sole responsibility wouldn't be on him, you know. So that's why. So you see, if he were the sole six, then like him being sus would have been a major problem. But but he's just coming in there to be an extra body and to help out with the defending and what
What if
have
I
you.
tell you it's gonna be where it's at times it's gonna seem as if we're gonna have two tens and just one sitting midfielder. I think that's the tactics he's going with.
So Free will be playing higher.
I think so. They will have
Okay.
just one sitting defender, which is the
Yeah,
six.
fair. And maybe if Casey Palmer was fit, he would play. I think if Casey Palmer was fit, I would have liked, like, even Casey Palmer and Bobby Reed in there. I would have felt better. But he's not fit,
Okay.
which is fair. It's a given.
So you're basically saying you don't trust the number six now or number six for this game.
Well, the number 6 for this game is Isaac Hayden, no? And
Yeah.
then Frey is helping out. I trust him. I trust him, but I think Frey is more of a defensive reinforcement, as you mentioned, adding that bit
Hmm.
of tackling and what have you. I would have preferred someone who gave us a little bit more oomph going forward, right? Just to
Hmm.
make it a little bit heavier in the attacking sense. Again, must win game. I understand that he's been cautious and he's been mindful that hey, these guys can hit us on the break and we need that defensive reinforcement or that defensive coverage. But at the same time, I would have preferred, and again, that's why he's a coach and I'm sitting on my couch. so so we're not bashing the tactics, sir. I'm just saying what I would have preferred, yeah?
No, no, I understand because the perspective that I was given from the beginning as well, I think he went exactly how I thought he would. Because
Yeah.
I think he strongly believed that they're not gonna come and play as open as they would when we played them
Well,
in
it's a
Curacao.
say literally the same set of players. It's the same players. They might tweak the tactics, but even as a matter of fact, I'll even go one further to say this is probably a more dangerous team from an attacking sense than the one we played in Curacao,
So why
right?
would you say that?
Because now they're starting Gore, right? And
Mm.
I think Gore is in now for the right attacker, and Gore from a solely an attacking perspective, he gives you more going forward. He got on the
No,
score sheet
he's the
against.
one with the pace, so that's
Yeah,
why I'm
that's what I'm
saying.
saying.
So that's why
That's
I'm
a,
saying they're definitely going to play counter ball.
yeah, but going through the rest of the pitch, that's what I'm saying. All these guys that were seen there as at least the attacking six, right? The Bakuna
Hmm.
brothers, Comenencia, Locadia, Hansen, bar Gore, who didn't start in that game against Curacao. Like it's the same defensive unit that's there.
Hmm.
Um, but from an attacking sense, because it was Sambo against Cephas last time around, the same way, right? But no, they coming in here, he will be in that number 8 position. He
No,
will
was
be
it Sambo or was it the young player? That
no, it was
young,
it was Sambo.
young with the tall hair.
We had it. I think I pulled it up a little bit earlier where we were going through. Okay, here it is, and I'm gonna put it on the screen now
Hmm.
so we can see. Because yeah, it was Sambo. Yep, see, Sambo
Oh, okay,
7.7.
okay, okay,
So
yeah.
so it's the same. I think on left back it's now I think two of the folks from defense, Bennett. Um, the left back Bennett, it's Flor. What's his name? I don't remember his name. It starts with an F. He's the one who's starting this evening.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but again, like any way you put it, it'll be a good game. Yeah. So two defensive changes. Van Ijma, he's in. Obispo, he started in that game as well. So two of the four who started against Jamaica in Curacao, they they aren't in there. So only two defensive changes. Um, and outside and one attacking change because Gore comes in as we had already established. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. It, you said you're
I
confident
do
in
have,
this team, huh?
yeah, I think this team can do it. But I do have a question for you though, because
Yeah,
I think this is something that Jamaica also lacks as well. We tend to want to, as we would say, bring the ball to the baby line and not shoot.
yeah,
Um, and this is an issue I think we have as well because a lot of time we see we create the space on top of the box, and instead of we shoot, we tend to play the ball wide to get a square inside of the box. That's an issue that I have, and I think we need to shoot more because anything is possible once you shoot.
shoot.
Deflection, a
Yeah,
handball, anything, corner. So I think
fair.
we need to shoot a bit more.
I agree. I agree. And now with Shamar Nicholson in the team, I think the ball into the box, we'll see a lot more of that as well. Shamar Nicholson, the last time I saw him for the Reggae Boys, he was everywhere. He was coming deep, collecting the ball. Uh, we'll see what they come with this season. In this team, I don't see a lot. Like Demari Gray likes to cut inside and get the crosses in, but if he's playing from the number 10 position, I expect him to be getting his shot away more often than not this evening.
Hmm.
Um, I think Ronaldo Cephas, again, decision making. has been his Achilles heel. Last couple of games, he's been good. Will he be going to the byline this evening and trying to get it back to the penalty spot for Shamar Nicholson, or will it be a situation where he's cutting on the inside, as we saw against Trinidad and Tobago, and getting his shot away? So those are decisions that I think these players will need to make. The pressure can be overwhelming. It can be super heavy for some players, but I think they'll know when the opportunity presents itself, right?
Let's hope so. Let's
All
hope.
right. All right. Blessings again, Tariq, and thanks for your input as always. Super valuable. Um,
Thank
let's
you. Thank you.
welcome, let's welcome our next caller to the show, folks. Remember, you're welcome to call in. The link is on the screen. Big up Javar. Big up Javar here as usual. Here as usual, Javar. Blessings. Welcome. We have almost 700 people on the live stream. Big up. Thank you so very much for supporting the Halftime TV movement. We don't really do the call in too often, but this evening we decided it's a little bit different. It just feels different this evening. So we need to, we definitely need to do the calling. All right, the starters for this evening: Andre Blake, Dexter Lembikisa, Ethan Pinnock, Richard King, Gregory Lay, Ian Frey, Isaac Hayden, Bobby D. Cordova Reed, Ronaldo Cephas, Shamar Nicholson, and Demari Gray. On the bench, we have Chambers, Jamali Waite, Mason Holgate, Damian Lowe, Rico Henry, Karai Anderson, Joshua Anglin, Bailey Ty Kadamatri. Um, we have Russell, that's Jonathan Russell. He's started a lot of the games recently for Coach McLaren. We have Tyrese Campbell, Dujon Richards, and Kaheem Dixon. So those are the folks on the bench. No Borrell on the bench, no Casey Palmer on the bench for this game. You can also see it on your screen, people. All the games will be starting the same time. So if you look over on the other groups, you can see Costa Rica versus Honduras, Guatemala versus Suriname, Haiti versus Nicaragua, Jamaica versus Curacao, Panama versus El Salvador, and Trinidad and Tobago versus Bermuda. That game is basically being played as a formality because neither of those teams can qualify for the World Cup as things stand right now. I'm going to read through the possible scenarios. We had gone through it before. We'll go through it again because this is a different live stream and I want everyone on the live stream to fully understand what's at stake this evening. So these are the possible scenarios for Jamaica tonight. If Jamaica wins, we finish on 13 points and we qualify for the World Cup regardless of all the other results. However, as we said, the results are whether or not Jamaica makes it to the World Cup. In a situation where they don't win, there are a number of possible scenarios that we also need to pay keen attention to. If Jamaica draws, we finish on 11 points and we qualify for the World Cup playoff spot in every situation except if Haiti wins by 8 goals, Honduras wins by 6 goals, and Suriname and Panama win, which is realistically not going to happen. If Jamaica loses, we finish on 10 points. We qualify for the World Cup playoffs if, and this is only if, Suriname, Panama, Haiti, Honduras loses or draws. Again, not very likely. If I were a betting man, I wouldn't be betting on that. A 3-0 loss ties us with Suriname if they draw, and a 6-0 loss ties us with Panama if they draw. Both situations, again, highly unlikely. A Suriname, Panama, Honduras, and Haiti win and a Jamaica loss equals no World Cup playoffs. So Jamaica needs to win their game to avoid all of this, all of these what ifs. We just need to win our game. And then regardless of what happens elsewhere, it doesn't really matter to us. Okay? The teams in the World Cup playoffs so far, we have the Democratic Republic of Congo. If you've been paying attention to the African Confederation, you'll see what's happening over there. We have Bolivia kicking up rumpus or kicked up rumpus down there in South America, bringing folks. Folks thought it was high the initial altitude that Bolivia was taking them to play. And then you know what Bolivia did? Bolivia took them even higher. So when visiting teams came there, they couldn't breathe, and they used that to their advantage, not losing any. I think, yeah, I think they didn't lose any of the games since they took folks to the higher altitude. We have New Caledonia who's in there as well, and then Iraq, who as of a couple hours ago, they secured that Asian place, beating United Arab Emirates by 2 goals to 1. So now they're waiting on the two CONCACAF teams in short order. Yeah, yeah, that's what's up. Let's see what the votes are saying. We have over 700 on the live stream. Keep on smashing the like button, folks. 32 likes on the live. Come on, you can do better. Let's get it to 50 real quick. Jesus loves you. A lot of Curacao flags. Keep those Curacao flags coming in. Keep those Jamaica flags coming in. This is Halftime TV, and this is our coverage of the last dance, as some call it, Jamaica versus Curacao 2025-2026 World Cup qualification 2026 World Cup qualifying. We will be dropping the links depending on where you are. There are different spaces that you can watch the game on. Jamaica, if you're in Jamaica, you can watch it on TVJ, Television Jamaica, at 8 p.m. If you're in Canada, you can watch it on CONCACAF's YouTube page. Again, that kicks off at 8 p.m. If you're in the United States, you should be able to view it as well at 8 p.m. So look out for those folks. I'll be dropping the links in a few minutes. But in the meantime, while we wait, we have Paramount. Jay Mattison saying we have Paramount in the United States. You can watch it on Paramount. You can watch it on Paramount. Match in Curacao starts 9 and 8 in Jamaica. Oh, different time zones. So thanks for that clarification, Kevin. So if you're in Curacao, the match starts at 9. If you're in Curacao, the match starts at 9. For folks in Jamaica, the match starts at 8. Curacao 9, in Jamaica, match starts at 8. Okay? Yeah, that's what's up. So big up everybody. Thank you so very much for tuning in. This is Halftime TV. This is our second live stream of the evening. A little bit earlier, we did the pre-game show where we did the build-up, and this time around, we're basically covering the entire game. We will be on here for the next 2 hours or so, covering, providing you with update, play-by-play analysis, a little bit of excitement as well. We will also be checking in with a few of our correspondences in the National Stadium to hear what's happening down there, what the vibe is like. Yeah, to hear what the vibe is like and what the atmosphere is over there at the National Stadium. We had checked out a few tweets a little bit earlier. I suspect folks are even more nervous right now that we're just about 30 minutes away from kickoff and we're showing the game, don't play it. So, as you can see on the right of my screen, that's for the games that will be played the same time as the Jamaica game. So, the right of my screen, those games, all the games in CONCACAF are kicking off the same time this evening. All the games kicking off the same time, so you can't really give folks a game. You can't say, okay, I'm gonna let this team through. No, everything is being played at the same time. So no buyout, no fronting, nothing. And you're Mountain and Pacific. Yeah. All right. Let's check out some of the tweets and see what folks are saying. Love and football go hand in hand as the socialites are out at the National Stadium. Reggae Boys need to get the job done tonight. No excuses. Reggae Boys advance into World Cup 2026 after a devastating hurricane would be the story for the history books. Continuing, I know Reggae Boys never felt this level of pressure before. Hope hope of a nation on the line. Depending on where you are, I talk about last game, Jamaica versus Curacao. So it's coming on YouTube. So on CONCACAF's YouTube page, you can watch it there, or Paramount in the United States, Paramount Plus, or if you're in Canada, you can watch it on CONCACAF YouTube. Jamaica, you can watch it on TVJ. So One Spot Media should have it, TVJ Sports Network kind of vibe. So if you have One Spot Media, you should be able to see it. So full house, Jamaica National Stadium. Full house, everyone is there. We love to see it. We love to see it. Full house at the National Stadium. The fans are out. They are ready. We haven't seen the National Stadium this packed since Lionel Messi decided that he was going to give them a cameo appearance. All right. Gary. We have Gary in the can't wait to forget my JA World Cup shirt. All right, Gary. I see you're in the waiting room. I'm gonna add you, and then you can share your thoughts. Okay, Gary? Blessings, bossy. How you doing? All right, I guess Gary didn't expect to be on the live stream. He's looking for a link to watch a game, it seems. But yeah, let's continue going through. As disappointing as Reggae Boys is at times, today truly is a good day for Jamaicans to unite, and hopefully they can get the job done. Jamaica needs this right now. I agree. Like from a morale boosting standpoint, Jamaica needs this more than anything else. And I think the players, they understand what it means to the Jamaican people right now. A couple of weeks ago, and still Jamaica is at the lowest of lows. And I think this right here, this sporting moment that will go down in history, is an opportunity to lift the spirits of the Jamaicans, even in their time of troubles right now. Still going through the tweets. Jamaica versus Curaçao, we are ready. Reggae Boys World Cup 2026, here we come. World Cup 2026, here we come. The National Stadium packed to the brim right now. The fans, they're excited. They cannot wait. Oh, someone promising here. There's no traffic in Portmore. I support both, but more on Curacao. All right, fair. Lord, please, so we have some prayers being sent up here. Lord, please provide the Reggae Boys with strength and victory to take the win and qualify in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. All right. All right. So those are the tweets that are coming in. Keep the tweets coming in, people. Remember, you can at us on Twitter at Halftime TV or at JAnalyst. Hashtag Reggae Boys, hashtag World Cup 2026. It is just about 30 minutes away from kickoff, and we have some of the most exciting fans right now waiting for the players to take to the pitch. We saw some folks come out and warm up a little bit earlier. Teddy Sniper saying it's hard to race. It's not very often you have football games like these, eh? Not very often you have football games like these. Hard to race. You're afraid you cannot. But yeah, keep those votes coming in, people. We already have 1,000 votes in. Will Jamaica qualify this evening? 78% saying yes, 22% saying no, and say yep, 21% saying no. So the masses think Jamaica will qualify this evening. Device is not connected. So Dwayne, you're in the waiting room, Dwayne, but you're not connected. So we're going to add, is this York win? All right, so York win, we're gonna add you to the stage. Blessings, bossy. How you doing?
I'm good enough. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's one of those days, eh? They don't come around too
Nervy.
often.
Nervy.
Well,
Nervy, my boss.
how you feeling about the starting lineup?
Um, you know, I'm in this football group with some people, and like we were comparing 97, 98 Reggae Boys picture and the current Reggae Boys picture, and we were all able to, because I'm 42, so we were all able to pick out everybody's name from the we were able to know everybody's name from the 97 group. But this group here now, I'm like, all right, so I know Cephas, I know, so there are a few people that I know, and of course everybody know Leon Bailey. But for me, as long as Blake in a goal, me all right.
Yeah.
Me all right. But I do recognize that Gray and Cephas and some other persons, especially Nicholson as well, are some superstars in the making. But somebody said something earlier, which I totally agree with. We need to shoot more.
Fair.
It's, it's like, so we are play skimmage from big game. You don't walk the ball in. You shoot, and it's actually those shots. The more shots you have, it creates something, and also the better the more you shoot, the better you look. The better you look, the more scouts come calling. So we are kind of like fighting against ourselves when we don't shoot.
Is that, and to play devil's advocate, like, is
Mhm.
that down to the direction that football has gone in over the last few years? Or because if you look at the likes of Pep Guardiola, these managers who have revolutionized the game, you find that basically it's walking the ball in the net more often than not. So out and out wingers like Jeremy Doku and Jack Grealish and all these guys, they struggle because again you have to basically pass until you reach on the 6 yard box.
Well, I would say yes and no, because if you look at the Brazils of the world, the Englands of the world, the Germanys of the world, the Argentinas of the world, they all have their different style of football, right? And
And not so much these days. Not so, like, I you said you're 42, so you would have
yes,
seen
yeah,
real, like, Joga Bonita football when
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Brazil, like the 2002s and the
yeah.
2006. But even today, Brazil drew against Tunisia, and if you watch that game, you'd see that Brazil is not the Brazil of old because a lot of the top players are playing in Europe, and in Europe, like, the ball game is basically
Well,
redundant. It's almost the same. So
well,
identities aren't as defined as it were before like a couple of years ago.
I might have misspoke, but the way I see it, I mean, I think that yes, the European football has kind of just merged everything,
Yeah,
but I do believe that we as Jamaica and Jamaicans, one of the things that we have specific to us is our speed. And I'm not saying to go back to long ball whereby a man run it down, but at the same time, if there's some way, because the first I'm seeing a 4-1 in playing being played by Jamaica. I've only done this like when I use Man City. I switch to 4-1 sometimes.
yeah,
I've only So I'm thinking that maybe the coach has an idea whereby when he observed the first match against Curacao, because I looked at the highlights. I didn't watch the entire game. That's my bad. But who was that time when you're a father and a husband? But um, we yeah, exactly. We got beat, like seriously beat by two opportunistic goals, and the one goal that was scored was offside because we were trying to walk in the ball.
yeah.
So if Steve McLaren probably picked up on something from the first one and is playing to the guys' strengths, I
Yeah.
do believe that we can beat Curacao, and I think that tonight is gonna be 3-1 or 2-0. But
So
I'm
it's
leaning
a two
towards,
goal margin.
yeah,
Either way, all right.
yeah, because I think that Curacao is good enough to score one. But this is the way I see it. If we don't score one goal within the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes, if we don't score a goal within the first 10 minutes, it's gonna be a tough night. It's gonna be a tough night because I think that they're going to play. conservatively aggressive,
Yeah.
but they're gonna sit back a little bit and allow us to come at them. And then when our legs get tired in like 70th minute and stuff, then we're gonna see them starting to come at us. But I do believe that Jamaica will win because, as you said, it's the first time we've seen the stadium this full.
We said the 12 man taking us over the line this evening.
Yeah. I think so. Cause my best friend, he's in Jamaica, cause I'm in Canada,
Yeah.
and he said, "Yo, me I left work early, you know, come me I make sure I reach a stadium."
Yeah, folks, I think there's so many people at the National Stadium right now. Like, I have friends who hadn't gone to see one Reggae Boy game in how many years, and they're in the stadium this evening in their yellow. So people are going out, and people are going out to support the team, and I think they can feel the energy from those of us who are sitting at home. They can feel it radiating um down there. They can feel the vibe. They can feel that we're behind them. And
Mhm,
I spoke to a couple of players earlier today as well,
mhm,
and they're ready. They're
mhm.
ready. So big up yourself,
Yeah,
Boza, and
man.
big up
I'm a
yourself,
me,
Kyle Dixon.
I'm a
Uh,
me tell you this.
yeah,
If Jamaica no make that one, yeah, you know, we now make another one. Probably next 12 years.
it doesn't get well. 12 years is being generous, and I know they're looking at expanding and getting more
Mhm.
teams, like easier routes to the World Cup. But I don't think Jamaica will get it any easier than this one right
Easy.
now. Right? I don't
Easy.
think they'll get it any easier.
We
But
don't have
um,
go
yeah,
go
go ahead,
ahead.
Yaquin.
Oh, I was saying we don't have no Central or South American team playing. We there's no Mexico, no US, no Canada, and basically it's in our backyard. And of course, yeah, the World Cup has expanded to 40 now. I don't know how they're gonna work that out in the tournament, but the way I see it, this is the best chance, and I am looking forward to going on a road trip with my friends to one of the games here in Canada.
All right, fair enough. All right, blessings, Yarquin. Thank you so very much for calling in and sharing
Mhm,
your thoughts. A very, very valuable insight there.
mhm.
And hopefully you stick around with us for the entirety of the game. Are you watching it on CONCACAF YouTube channel?
Yes,
All
yes.
right,
I
blessings,
shared it
you
with my
bossy.
friends.
All right, no worries. We talk soon. Big up. All right, so that's Yarquin sharing his thoughts. He says 3-1 or 2-0. Uh, either way, 2 goal deficit in favor of the Reggae Boys. What says you? Do you agree with Yarquin? Do you think there'll be a 2 goal deficit? I have folks texting me as well. Um, yeah, big up Karim Real Estate. Big up Karim Real Estate, folks. If you're in Canada, the GTA, and you're looking to purchase a home or even to rent, you can reach out to Karim. He's your guy. Check him out on Instagram, Karim Real Estate. Karim Ellis, that is, real estate. You can't miss him. Um, kind of looks like Kishane Thompson. Don't tell him I said that. But but yeah, big up everybody in the comment section. We have over 1,000 of you on the live stream now. We have over 1,000 of you on the live stream now. Thank you so very much for tuning in. This is Halftime TV, and this is our coverage of Jamaica versus Curacao. It's World Cup qualifiers, and we cannot wait for this one to kick off. Just about 15 minutes away. Wow, Jamaica versus Curacao. If someone had told me at the beginning of this campaign that it would come down to this, I definitely would have taken it every day of the week. This is what it looks like head to head. Both teams, Jamaica versus Curacao, uh, matched equally every way you look at it. The last time they played, October 10, Curacao beat Jamaica 2 goals to nil. The first time they played back in 2017, Jamaica beat Curacao 2 goals to nil. And in 2019, the game drew 1-1. Sure, it's saying your device is not connected. So sure, probably you need to allow StreamYard access to your microphone, etc. So let's remove it from here, and then you can try joining again afterwards. All right. But there you go. You can see him, Karim Ellis. He's in the chat right now. He's in the chat right now. You can check him out for all your real estate needs in Canada. He's your guy. All right. Kind of crazy for an island with around 155,000 people. Curacao doing the business if they qualify. Either way, people, I've said it before. Either way you put it, history is being made this evening. Anyhow you put it, anyway you put it, history will be made this evening. If Jamaica wins, history is made, right? First time in what, 28, 27 years that Jamaica is qualified for the World Cup. If Curacao wins, Curacao becomes the smallest nation to qualify for the World Cup, 155,000 people. Also, it will be the first time a nation with no player that's actually born in the country has qualified for the World Cup, right? So none of the Curacao players are actually born in Curacao, and I know the Jamaican fans, they like to talk about foreign-based players and foreign-based this and foreign-based that. I don't hear the Curacao fans saying anything along those lines. In contrast, they're grateful that these folks chose to play for Curacao and to represent the lineage. Starting lineup again for second to last time. We'll probably do it one more time before the game kicks off. We have Andre Blake, Dexter Lembikisa, Richard King. He limped off injured the last time around. Ethan Pinnock, Gregory Lay, Isaac Hayden, and Ian Frey. We have Demar Gray, Bobby D. Cordova Reed, Ronaldo Cephas, and Shamar Nicholson. Those are the Jamaican starters. And yeah, those are the Jamaican starters. "13 minutes away from kickoff, people. 13 minutes away from kickoff. We have 1,300 folks on the live stream. Thank you so very much for tuning in this evening. This is Halftime TV, and this is Jamaica versus Curacao. You can see 4-1-4-1 formation versus 4-3-3. Tariq called on a little bit earlier and said Frey's in that team to kind of help with the defensive part of the game, because Jamaica is desperate to win it, and in going forward, they are going to play on it last time. Most important, and was forced to play for a different country. Okay, fair. All right, so yeah, last time out Richard King was removed from the pitch due to injury. He starts this evening, and I know, like, even if they aren't fully fit, they're trying their best to be there because they want to ensure that they are on the pitch, that they leave it out there. Like a lot of these players, you have to basically take them off on a stretcher, but otherwise they want to be there. They want to be there at all times because it means that much to them. It means that much to these players. This is World Cup qualification. Richard King, for one, still very young, probably doesn't even remember when Jamaica qualified for the World Cup. I don't think he was around. No, I don't think Richard King was even born yet. So it's one of those, right? 10 minutes away, people. We're seeing so much from our Curacao neighbors in the comment section. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Drop the Curacao flags as well. 1,000+ votes in. Will Jamaica qualify this evening? 76% saying yes, 24% saying no. We have over 10,000 views on the video so far. Keep on smashing the like button. Keep on subscribing to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. We have roughly about 34,000 subscribers. So we're super grateful for everyone who continues to support Halftime TV. Depending on where you are in the world, there are a number of places that you can watch the game, and we will be dropping those in a second. So if you're in the United States, you can watch it on Paramount Plus, or you can also watch it on One Spot Media. If you're in Canada, it's coming on the CONCACAF YouTube page. If you're in Jamaica, it's live on Television Jamaica at 8 p.m. So all these opportunities to watch the game, Jamaica versus Curacao, so much options to watch the game. You cannot afford to miss it. We're 10 minutes away from kickoff. Let's do a quick jump over to the National Stadium to see what it's looking like. I know there are so many people in the stands right now live streaming and doing what needs to be done to ensure that friends, family, loved ones, relatives, etc., um, are 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 in the loop on what's happening at the stadium. Yeah, Jamaica versus Curacao. Capacity 35,000. The Jamaica National Stadium is packed to the brim right now. Packed to the brim right now. If you want to watch the game live, CONCACAF YouTube page. If you're in the United States, you can watch it on Paramount Plus. And if you're in Jamaica, you can watch it on Television Jamaica at 8 p.m. sharp. So 8 p.m. sharp in Jamaica. Starting lineup on your screen. Give me 1 second. Let me go grab myself a bottle of water before the action begins. Yeah, we're back, people. We're back. We're back. Um, we're checking in at the National Stadium right now to see what the fans are saying. They are ready. They're excited. They cannot wait for the game to kick off. Interviews currently being conducted, as we mentioned a little bit earlier. TVJ will be airing the match live this evening. TVJ will be airing the match live. So if you're in Jamaica, you can watch it. Depending on where you are in Jamaica, you can also gather with friends. I think it's being aired at Sam Sharp Square. I think it's happening at Manning's High School in Westmoreland as well. We've seen some Curacao fans in the parking lot being interviewed right now as well. Exactly. Don't worry, Curacao is represented. Don't worry, Curacao is represented. A lot of fans from Curacao fully represented. We've seen some politicians here as well in the National Stadium. They're out from early. Folks saying here, after Melissa, Jamaica deserves this. See, players going out to warm up. Players going out to warm up. Stands packed. You hear the Vuvuzela people. Ready? So Christopher Scott, he's there. He's reporting, and this is what it sounds like at the National Stadium right now when the players are going out. The players went out to warm up a little bit earlier. This is what it sounded like at the National Stadium when the players went out to warm up a little bit earlier today. Well, just about 20 minutes ago when they went out to warm up. Right now, they're making their way out onto the pitch, people. They're making their way out onto the pitch because it's almost time for kickoff. We're less than 5 minutes away from kickoff. Less than 5 minutes away from kickoff. Less than 5 minutes away from kickoff. And don't worry, people. The match not started. No, match not started. The match kicks off at lift up. The match kicks off at Blessings, Bazi.
Yeah, man.
Wagwan.
Me there, man. Me there. I'm actually from Curacao, but me love Jamaica as well, you know.
All right. That's good to hear. So you're on the fence this evening then.
Yeah, man. I can't decide, but it's gonna be a good match. Either
It's
way.
gonna be all right. We like to hear that. We like to hear that. Do you have a favorite Curacao or Reggae Boys player?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Obispo fan, you know.
Okay, you're a baseball fan. So
No,
you're
Obispo number 18. Number 18.
Oh, okay. Come in say number 8 or number 18?
18.
Oh, Obispo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair,
Yeah.
good defender. So I guess you're expecting him to shut it down this evening for Curacao.
We're gonna see, fam. We're gonna see, man.
All right, any score prediction you have for us?
Let's see. Last time we had 2-0.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say 1-1.
just say 1-1. So it's a draw, and what the draw does is it secures
Curaçao's gonna
Curacao.
get in. Jamaica
Okay.
still safe as well. So
Okay,
right.
all right.
Got a little bit of love for each side, you know.
All right. Blessings lift up, and thank you for tuning into Halftime TV. We
Yes, sir,
appreciate
brother.
your company this
Yeah,
evening.
man.
All right, and all the
All right.
best, eh? Yeah, man. All right. So see, we get some representation there from Curacao all evening. We've been hearing from the Reggae Boys fans and the Reggae Boys supporters, and just now we got representation from Curacao. So it's good. It's good. And bless up everyone who's tuned in from Curacao this evening. Thank you so very much. This is Halftime TV, and we are about to witness greatness. We're about to witness history. I'm going to drop the link in the comment section so folks can actually, let me see if you'll see it. So, okay, I dropped the link in the comment section. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it should be there. We drop the link in the comment section. So let me know if you can see it. 1,500 on the live stream. So bless up everybody. 1,500 on the live stream. Bless up, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is Halftime TV play-by-play analysis for the next 90 minutes. Oh, you can't see it. Okay, so YouTube, CONCACAF. So on the CONCACAF YouTube page, you can watch it there. Don't worry, I'm going to go over to StreamYard and see if I can put it over there. The CONCACAF YouTube page, you can watch it there. You can also watch it on Paramount Plus, or if you're in Jamaica, Television Jamaica is showing it live. So TVJ, they're showing it live. We have Paramount Plus, and then we have what's the name? Hold on. All right, so national anthems currently being played. I'm gonna drop it in the comment section. Don't worry. I'm gonna write it out. So CONCACAF YouTube. No, TVJ's coverage starts at 8 p.m. So probably they're wrapping up news. All right, so those are the three options that you have. Those are the three options that you have if you want to watch the game live. At least I am using the CONCACAF YouTube page. CONCACAF YouTube page. That's where I've watched most of the games. And what we'll be doing as well is we will be keeping you informed on the other games, because remember, we went through the different possibilities of what could happen if different scenarios present themselves. So all the what ifs, we went through them a little bit earlier. Now it's down to the business end, where these 11 players that we mentioned a little bit, ESPN, yes, ESPN2, I see. Oh, there you go. So we have ESPN as well. So see, yes, CONCACAF 1 started. Well, CONCACAF 1, they're singing the national anthem, belting out the national anthem too. CONCACAF 1, they're ready. Fans are ready. Fans are excited. You can hear it. The fans are ready to go. The fans are ready to go. Don't worry, we're gonna create that atmosphere here too. We're gonna get it running. But it's Jamaica versus Curacao, and it's time. It's time. We've waited so long. We've waited so long, and the time is now. John, all right. We CONCACAF Live has started. So CONCACAF's Live has started, people. Well, not necessarily started, but you get the idea. Like if you're not at the National Stadium this evening, like if you're in Jamaica and you're not at the National Stadium, like I don't know what to say. If you're in Jamaica, you need to be at the National Stadium this evening. If you're in Jamaica, you need to be at the National Stadium. And if you're not, you need to be here at Halftime TV. All right, so we're not accepting any call-ins right now. We're not accepting any call-ins because we're gonna get to our coverage of the game. No more call-ins. We're gonna get to the coverage of the game right now because we don't want folks to get distracted from the matter at hand. But Jamaica versus Curacao, it is time. VAR is ready. VAR is ready, people. The chemistry of Curacao will explode. All right. In Curacao, just be Jamaica. How can we see the field? We shared the links a little bit earlier. It is CONCACAF YouTube page. It's TVJ. It's ESPN, and it is Paramount Plus if you're in the United States. The link to watch it. All right. Let's see if we can skate the link in there. I tried posting the link a little bit earlier and it didn't allow me. Don't know what that was about. Or you know what? All right, give me a sec. Let me try putting it here. All right, so there's the link. There's a link that you can watch it on. The game is underway. Someone had said a little bit earlier that if Jamaica doesn't score in the first 3 minutes, it's problem. All right. So we dropped the link there just now. And we're gonna jump over to play-by-play action. Shamar Nicholson, ball over the top. Woof. Almost in there. It's say not available in this country. Okay, sorry about that. So play-by-play happening right now. We're gonna share it on the screen in a second. But I think what's happening is there are a lot of folks who want to get to watch the game. All right, so we're gonna share the screen now. Stop screen, and then we're gonna go back to sharing the screen. But it's just about 3 minutes into the game. Jamaica, bright start, but ball over the top to Shamar Nicholson. Almost caught the Curacao defense off guard. So TV Direct from Curaçao is transmitting it online. So let me pin that. Let me pin that for those in Curaçao who want to watch the game. It is Jamaica versus Curacao. 3 minutes gone into this one. 3 minutes gone into this one. It's 0-0. As Curacao currently on the attack. Ball cleared by Ethan Pinnock. Throw into the Jamaican team. Lot of big up the entire Philly Massive. Big up the entire Philly Massive. The first 4 minutes in the game, both teams trying to exert a bit of control. Both teams trying to get a foothold into this game so far. Interception there, as it was an attempt to play the ball through. But ball back to Andre Blake, and the Jamaican defenders, they recycle it. Long crossfield ball. Ronaldo Sifa sneaking in behind, and it is 1. So reports here coming in from the National Stadium. The gate flat on the floor. Gate flat on the floor. Folks went to the National Stadium with tickets and didn't end up using those tickets because the fans decided that they were going in this evening. And as you can see, for those of us, or for those of you who are watching, the National Stadium is packed to capacity. National Stadium packed to capacity. Richard King there advancing forward. And Curaçao, they've weathered the first 5 minutes of this game. First 5 minutes of the game. And one of our callers mentioned a little bit earlier that Jamaica needed to score in the first 5 to 10 minutes. Rare attack there from Curaçao. Played into touch by the Jamaican defender Dexter Lembikisa. But so far, both teams equally matched or evenly matched. Bakuna takes it in midfield, spreads it wide. Gets it down. Intercepted by Ian Frey. And Jamaica again builds from the back. Usually struggling in midfield. No difference this time around. Cephas is down. Praying for Jamaica. Let's see if that was a foul or if it was just a throw-in. Nothing in that really. Defender stretching around Cephas and winning the ball. The referee agrees with me. This is CONCACAF. You don't get those. So the Curaçao team, they'll be taking this game. They'll be taking this game and breaking it down into segments. If they can make it past the first 15 and then the next 15 and then the next 15, that's how they'll be approaching this game. Jamaica is desperate, Curacao not so much, but that doesn't change the fact that this is a team with good footballers who understand the mission at hand. If there's ever a home crowd advantage, it is today. The National Stadium is a sea of yellow right now as the Reggae Boys have the hope of a nation on their backs. Curacao playing out from the back and then into midfield. Frey mopping up. Looks bright so far. First 10 minutes or so of this game. Foul on Dexter Lembikisa. So the game is currently being aired on CONCACAF's YouTube channel. It's being aired on ESPN. It's being aired on Paramount Plus and also on TVJ. So those are the options. These are the teams that have purchased these are the channels that have purchased broadcasting rights. Oof, Ethan Pinnock being outmuscled there. We don't see that too often as Curacao make their way forward, cross into the box. Leandro Bacuna misjudges that, promising Curacao attack. Ends up in disappointment. Nothing from that. But Richard King advancing the team forward, him and Isaac Hayden. The Curacao team not pressing too high, allowing the Jamaican defenders time on the ball, forcing them to play that long ball over the top. Demari Gray, he recovers that one and ends up playing it all the way back to the half line mark. So a lot of energy from the Curacao team, but it's not really past the halfway mark. Isaac Hayden, both he and Ian Frey have started off well. They're breaking up that midfield, or those midfield plays that Curacao is trying to put together. Another ball over the top, too high for Dexter Lembikisa. Keep the votes coming in, folks. Keep the votes coming in. We have 3,000 votes in already. Will Jamaica qualify this evening? It's Juninho Bacuna who's down injured. We already have 45,000 views on this video. Keep on sharing the live stream, folks. Keep on subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet done so. This is Halftime TV, and this is Jamaica versus Curacao. It's World Cup qualifying. It's the final round, and it is the Reggae Boys with the hope of Jamaica on their shoulders. Roughly 10 minutes, 11 minutes and 45. So just under 12 minutes gone in this game so far. Neither goalkeeper has had to make a save. And so far, the Curacao team, I think they would have been the happier of the two, knowing that, hey, we weathered that early storm. Hopefully we can get the Jamaican fans a little bit quiet. Hopefully we can get the Jamaican fans a little bit quiet, because then we can grow into this game. But very open first. Not open, but very cagey first 13 minutes in this game. 63% possession for Jamaica, 37% possession for Curaçao. Zero shots on target, zero big chances created. Accurate pass, 48% for Jamaica. 48 accurate passes, which is 70% for Jamaica, 63% for Curaçao. So both teams still a little bit cagey. Expected goals 0.05 for Curaçao, 0 for Jamaica. Ooh, huge chunks of the pitch coming up there. They need to work on this national stadium pitch, you know, because Ronaldo Cephas just now, I don't know what happened, but made an attempt to recover a ball, and I'm telling you, huge, like 2 handfuls of grass basically coming up. So they need to work on that. Header by Greg Lay, and Bakuna nods it into his brother. So Juninho nods it into Leandro. Oof. Close call there. Foul on Juninho Bakuna. Richard King. Rash tackle there from him. And what it means is Curaçao have an opportunity on the just about 2 yards from the 18-yard box. Let's see how that one goes. Oof, yes. Hand to the face. Hand to the face. Hand to the face. And the stop-start to this game, again, will benefit Curaçao. And the first save of the game, Leandro Bakuna, shot from the free kick, saved by Andre Blake. So from about 30 yards out, yeah, that's where this free kick was. About 30 yards out, roughly. Leandro Bakuna keeping Andre Blake on his toes, both literally and figuratively. Comfortable for Andre Blake, though, all day long, as the shot from the left hand side of the 18-yard box to Andre Blake, left hand side is saved, and that was Curaçao's first shot on target. So Richard King, ball over the top for Shamar Nicholson, running the channels. Shamar Nicholson goes over, pressure on the defender. But Andre Blake playing high off his line, playing it over the top. Shamar Nicholson from about 45 yards. Bobby Reed, woo, shot on goal, and that should have been 1-0 for Jamaica. That should have been 1-0 for Jamaica. The fans in the National Stadium cannot believe it. So Shamar Nicholson hyping up the fans. His shot from 35 yards out was blocked by the defender. Fell kindly for Bobby D. Cordova-Reed, who got his shot away. And at 16 minutes in, hopefully this moment does not come back to haunt the Reggae Boys, but they should have been 1-0 up. Ooh, that right-hand side there, clear opportunity for Curaçao. Ooh, Curaçao causing a lot of problems in the Jamaican box. Ronaldo Cephas, he is there and he's getting his body on the line, helping out defensively. And I think this is one of the reasons why coach Steve McLaren cannot bench Ronaldo Cephas. His defensive contributions of late have been invaluable. So, again, Jamaica turning over the ball too easily. Curaçao, they were in just now. Had it not been for good defending, but this game is a little bit more open than folks would have expected. A little bit more open than they would have expected. Shamar Nicholson threw one goal there. It's end-to-end stuff, folks. End-to-end, end-to-end. Anything you can do, I can do it too. That's what we're seeing, because Bakuna going one end and then Demari Gray bringing the team forward and passing it through to Shamar Nicholson, who, again, under heavy pressure from the Curaçao defender, wasn't able to steer it goalwards. He wasn't able to steer it goalwards. 20 minutes in, it's still 0-0. Curaçao, they're not coming here to sit back. They're attacking at every opportunity. They want to win this game. So it's not just about drawing. They want to win this game. Clearest chance of the game so far, Jamaica. But Curaçao, they too have had good chances in the game. And who knows, we probably should have gotten or should have had 2 goals already. Shamar Nicholson pressing there. Curaçao on the attack. The offside flag goes up. Just about a quarter way there, folks. Just about a quarter of the way. It's 0-0. Jamaica has had some looks, but so has Curaçao. So has Curaçao. And they're making sure that Jamaica works for it this evening. Bakuna, nice turn. He wins a foul. I tell you, this is end-to-end stuff, people. It's kind of like a boxing match, because every time Jamaica goes forward, Curaçao, they make an attack on the other end. Oof, another shot from Lucea, saved by Andre Blake. That one coming from the edge of the 18-yard box. Shot on target again. Stinging the gloves of Andre Blake, but straight down the middle. Routine save for Andre Blake. You would have expected him to save that. If you want to watch a match, you can watch the match on CONCACAF's YouTube page. You can watch it on ESPN. You can watch it on TVJ as well as Paramount Plus. Those are just a few of the options. But it's been a good game of football so far, I tell you, because crunching tackling midfield there from Frey. And Curaçao wins a foul, one that's taken quickly, a free kick taken quickly. Curacao is getting some chances, people. They're getting some chances. I tell you, both teams need to get their chances or to put their chances away. But right now, I think this Curacao team is giving Jamaica a run for their money. The best things in life don't come easy, and they're making Jamaica work for it. 25 minutes in, just about, and it's been non-stop action, end-to-end stuff, people. Remember, smash the like button and subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. If you're watching the game, Curaçao's playmaker, Comenencia, he's one to keep an eye on. Demari Gray, we're seeing him drift a little bit infield. So far, he's been the heart of everything positive that Jamaica has done. Good attempt there from Locadia. Good hold of play. Richard King takes it forward calmly, plays it to Demari Gray in the center of the pitch. He's tackled and hustled off it by Comenencia. Bobby D. Cordova-Reed dropping back a little bit deeper in this phase of the play. And if we remember back to the first 10 minutes or so, he received the clearest opportunity of the game. Shuffling the box there. They still can't get it clear. Still can't get it clear. Jamaica keeping the pressure on. Keeping the pressure on. And it eventually goes out for a throw into Curaçao. But that one was a dangerous corner into the box. Curaçao struggling to clear their lines right now, as the Jamaicans are basically camped out in the Curaçao half, and it eventually goes out for another corner. Goes out for another corner. Clearance again, struggling to get out of their half as the Jamaican team. They're camped out in the Curaçao half right now, and it's eventually a goal to kick. Woo. Lukaku touch there from Ronaldo Cephas. Isaac Hayden gets his shot away, but it's over the top of the goal. And for the last few minutes, with a pair of corners, Jamaica has been in the Curaçao half. So complaints already coming in about Jamaica's lack of midfield, or lack of creative options in midfield, I should say. Injured player there. I tell you, the pitch has been so horrendous. So Demari Gray, he's down, clutching his knee, and he attempted to intercept the ball. The pitch gave way, and he ended up on the deck. Kaim Dixon and Lujan Richards warming up and the fans are going wild. So Demari Gray losing his footing because of the condition of the pitch. He's back to his feet and the referee resumes play with a drop ball. But yeah, we need to work on this pitch, people. I've said it time and time again. They need to work on this pitch. Because the same a couple minutes ago, Ronaldo Cephas, he was down. And as bad as Curaçao's pitch was, Jamaica's pitch, although it's grass, it's still very bad. So shout out everyone. This is pretty good so far. I agree. This match is a very good match to watch so far. For those who were expecting Curaçao to sit back and basically to soak up pressure, so far left disappointed. I can't say I'm not happy with it. I'm glad they've come to actually play football and we'll actually see a good game. So Leandro Bacuna plays it out wide and Dexter Lembikisa intercepts it to Jamaica throw. And again, they build from back. Richard King has had a good start to this game. Ethan Pinnock has had a little bit of work to do on that right-hand side. But overall, it's been a good start defensively from both teams. Jamaica, the game has somewhat evened out a little bit more. 56% possession for Jamaica, 44% for Curacao. Expected goal, 0.37 for Curacao, 0.15 for Jamaica. A total of 6 shots for Curacao so far, 3 shots for Jamaica, 2 on target for Curacao, 1 on target for Jamaica, and 1 big chance created for Jamaica, none for Curacao. It's 0-0, Jamaica versus Curaçao, 30 minutes in. And if you're just joining us, this is the final round of World Cup qualifying for CONCACAF. It's Jamaica versus Curaçao. In the other games, 0-0, Costa Rica, Honduras, Suriname 0-0, Haiti is leading Nicaragua by 1-0. Panama is leading El Salvador by 1-0, and Trinidad and Tobago leading Bermuda by 1-0. So Ronaldo Cephas gets it on the left-hand side of the pitch, plays it back to the defender, Greg Lee, who passes it across to Ethan Pinnock, and they recycle it, ball with Richard King, and it goes back around to the goalkeeper. Welcome, Verona Francis. Long ball over the top, Ronaldo Cephas. He's challenged. Referee says throw in, and Jamaica has a throw in midway the Curacao half. They pass it back to the defenders. A lot of these breaks in play, set pieces or whatnot have gone back to the defenders. All the way back to the goalkeeper in this instance. Headed ball in the middle. Leandro Bacuna and Junino Bacuna giving the Jamaican defenders a lot of work to do this evening. So the Bacuna brothers, Richard King, he's remonstrating with the referee. Referee points a finger to him and says, hey, if you don't keep quiet, you'll be getting a card the next time around. Little bit of grabbing there from Richard King. Referee blew the whistle. He's wondering what he did wrong. I'm pretty sure he knows what he did wrong. Professional players playing at the highest level. He knows what he did wrong. But it's been a moment since Jamaica actually put some good build-up play, some good combinations together in an attacking sense. Curaçao, they've been doing that a little bit more, a little bit better. When they get the ball, they're trying to play to play it in midfield. The goalkeeper hasn't had too many touches of the ball if he hasn't had to. So unlike Jamaica, Curacao, the goalkeeper gets the ball only if he absolutely has to. But when the defenders get the ball, they're playing it into midfield, and then the midfielders are connecting it forward. Bakuna shot from outside the 18, wide. Wide. Small contingent of Curacao fans cheering on because they know that their team, is still in this game, as the noise at the National Stadium has died down somewhat. Folks can't believe that Jamaica has the team playing on this pitch. That's how bad the pitch is. So great opportunity on that instance. Man, I'm flattening the gate. I'm walking at the National Stadium, as I had said before. Gate they kicked down, everybody gone in. But yes, Curacao looking good through the middle. Oof. Breakdown in communication there, as again they're walking through the midfield as if Jamaica doesn't have anybody there. Long throw into the box from Ethan Pinnock. Curacao first attempt at clearance doesn't work. Jamaica gets some combinations together. Shamar Nicholson passes it out wide. It's back in. Interception again. The ball is recovered. Hmm? um, So yeah, this is what's happening. Right now it's 0-0. It's 36 minutes gone in the game so far. Curacao looks the better of the two teams from an attacking sense, if I'm to be honest with you. Leandro Bakuna is causing all sorts of problems for the Jamaican team. On that instance, Ian Frey coming across to cover Demari Gray, who was helping out defensively. But Leandro Bakuna and Juninho Bakuna, they have been pivotal to everything that Curacao has been doing this evening. The number 10, keep an eye on him. Wearing the captain armband for Curacao, playing on the left-hand side. Locadia playing down the middle, and his brother Juninho and Hansen occupying that right-hand side. Jamaica's no midfield. I think that has been the problem. That has been a problem that Jamaica has had over the last few years. Ronaldo Cephas trying to sneak in there around the back, pace to burn as always, and forcing a corner. Takes the corner. If Jamaica gets a goal from this corner, then I think the fans at the National Stadium will turn it on its head. But Bobby Reid over the corner, looking to take it. Kick and run. Will this be one of those games where the individual quality bails out Steve McLaren again? We've spoken about it. The lack of team play, the lack of build-up play, kick and rundown, as Karim is saying there, that we've seen time and time again, where Jamaica constantly bypasses the midfield, and just a single moment of brilliance changes everything and sends the game on its head. Will this evening be one of those evenings? We will find out. But for now, 38 minutes gone into this game, and Curacao, they've held their own. It's not a game where I can honestly say Jamaica has been dominant, because they haven't. Curacao has been the more positive of the two teams. They've had good build-up play. They've caused Jamaica a lot of problems from an attacking sense. They've shown why they are on top of the group, and although folks were expecting them to come here and quote-unquote park the bus, that has not been the case this evening. That has not been the case any at all. They've come out and they've basically put the Reggae Boys on the back foot from the first whistle. So the expectation that, hey, we need extra coverage for the defenders because they're going to play on the counter attack hasn't been the case. Dangerous ball in the box from Juninho Bakuna on that instance, cleared. So 40 minutes in, it's Jamaica 0, Curacao 0. At the 40-minute mark, Jamaica 0, Curacao 0. Not a scoreline that a lot of the Jamaicans on here would have liked. And from a statistics perspective, this is how it's played out so far. 57% possession for Curacao, 43% for Jamaica. Or sorry, on the flip side, 57% for Jamaica, 43% for Curacao. 1 shot on target, 4 shots total for Jamaica. 7 shots, 2 shots on target for Curacao. 2 corner kicks for Jamaica. 7 fouls to 9. So 9 fouls for Jamaica, 7 fouls for Curacao. 1 offside apiece. So both teams equally matched in that instance. So far this game, the Curacao team will be thinking it is halfway there. We're halfway there. I think the teams have been canceling out each other. Demari Gray, not on the same wavelength there as Lembikisa on the overlap. But remember, smash the like button and subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. We've had over 80,000 views on this video. Remember, keep on smashing the like button, keep on sharing, keep on telling your friends. This is Halftime TV, and we're halfway to glory as Jamaica looks to secure a win. Absolutely needed, a must-win game against Curaçao. As things stand right now, Curaçao is heading through to the World Cup as the smallest nation to qualify to the World Cup. Just over 150,000 people. A draw or a win means Curaçao qualifies automatically. Jamaica needs a win if they are to qualify, and they also need, if they don't win, they need to hope for a lot of things to go their way. So I can't really say any of these players who have started have been bad so far. I think it's been a good start. It's been a good start, but Jamaica is up against a very good team. Damian Lowe cheering on the fans from the stands. Oof. Ball bouncing through there to the back post and is cleared. Goes out for throw-in. Bobby Reed again sneaking in around that back post. And some may argue he should have gotten on the end of that. Ian Frey ball over the top, expertly defended by the Curaçao defender, and Room picks it up. Damian Lowe coaching from the bench as Coach Steve McLaren is sitting and Lowe is on his feet. Assistant coach there for Curaçao cheering the team on, saying, hey, Jamaica definitely needs to score in this first half, because definitely agree on it. If they do not score in the first half, the second half will be even cagier than it is now. One umbrella represented in the stands there as we're seeing the cheerleaders. But 44 minutes gone in this game so far. 44 minutes gone in the game so far. It is Jamaica 0, Curaçao 0. The positive to take from the game is that it is still 0-0, so it's still there for the taking. The situation is the same as it was at the beginning of this game. So Jamaica's task hasn't changed. You still need to get a goal. Something that over 3 halves of football against Curaçao in these World Cup qualifiers, they haven't managed. So 3 halves of football against Curaçao in the qualifiers, and Jamaica still hasn't managed a goal against them. Bakuna, heart of everything that the team does. Free, trying to be cheeky there. 1 minute, the board goes up. 1 minute of added time in this, the first half. Obispo intercepts. But let's go over that final phase of play again. That left-hand side, Curaçao, most of their attack is coming down the left-hand side through Leandro Bakuna. Most of their attack coming down the left-hand side through Leandro Bakuna. In the early part of the game, we saw the right-hand side, Ethan Pinnock having a little bit of work to do. We saw Ronaldo Cephas having to track back to help out. But for majority of the game, the attack has been coming down the left-hand side from a Curaçao perspective, and the referee blows the whistle for halftime. It's 0-0. It's 0-0. Curaçao halfway there. Jamaica needs a goal, same as it was at the beginning of the game. The Curaçao team celebrates. They know that they are halfway there. Total shots, 4 from Jamaica, 7 from Curaçao. So Curaçao has outshot Jamaica in this first half. Shots on target, 1 from Jamaica, 2 from Curaçao, 2 corners for Jamaica. So Jamaica needs to make those set pieces work. 2 corners from Jamaica and 1 from 2 corners from Jamaica, none from Curaçao. So there you have it. That's the first half, Jamaica versus Curaçao. We're still checking in to see what's happening there. National Stadium packed to the brim. Shamar Nicholson, he's up for it. You didn't change your shirt. Shamar Nicholson is up for it. Damian Lowe is up for it. He's cheering from the bench as the fans make their way for a drink or for a snack. And I tell you what, Halftime TV, we will do the same. We'll just go grab a snack and we'll be back in a second go and get yourselves a drink, get yourselves something to munch on, as we'll be back for the second half in just a minute. But from that first half, a lot of positive to take from a Jamaican perspective when you're going forward. As always, I think the problem is there. The problem persists. No midfield from Jamaica. Curaçao, they've outplayed Jamaican midfield. Shelley and Fraser Price in the stands there with her family. We're seeing a lot of politicians there. Nerves getting the better of a lot of the Jamaican supporters right now, because if they were nervous at the beginning of the game, they're even more nervous right now, because it's 45 minutes between them and an automatic World Cup qualifying spot. Yeah. All right. So as I said, we're gonna grab something and we will be back in just about 2 minutes. So stay put. We'll leave the statistics on the screen, but we swoof out. Hello, welcome back, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. As we get ourselves ready for the second half of play, let's give you a quick recap of what the first half looks like, or the first half looked like. Jamaica, some clear openings. Bobby D. Cordova Reed, best opportunity of the first half by a country mile, but there were also some good opportunities for Curacao. And for those who were expecting Curacao to come out and to quote unquote park the bus, that was not the case, as they've kept the Jamaican defenders honest throughout the entirety of this game. I expect there to be some changes because it's all on the line right now. 45 minutes away. Curacao, if the result stands, they're okay with it. Jamaica needs a win, and as a result, I think the coach should make a couple changes at halftime. I think the midfielders for Jamaica, they've been good. Curacao, they've been doing a lot of midfield work and they look so smooth and clean in midfield. Jamaica, on the other hand, a little bit more disjointed. Most of Curaçao's play has gone through Leandro Bacuna. It's come down the left-hand side where Dexter Lembikisa is. We haven't seen a whole lot on the right-hand side, bar maybe 2 attempts in the first maybe 15 minutes on the right hand side, where Hansen and Juninho Bacuna made a foray forward, and Ethan Pinnock had to make a last ditch challenge in one of those instances. So the left hand side for Jamaica is where Curacao has been penetrating, or at least for the first half of the play. Let's see what they come out with the second half. But Dick Advocaat's men, they look good value for money, and they aren't playing as cowards. They're playing their football. They're not being intimidated by the Jamaican national team or the fans at the national stadium, who have been brilliant for the first 45. I think Curacao is good value for money so far, and they've made the game really competitive. The Reggae Boys fans, I know even those in the stands this evening, have been impressed with the quality of football that Curacao has been playing. You hear both say, no, no, no. I don't think it's an easy game. Remember, folks, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. We're up to 34,200 subscribers. Let's get it to 35,000 people right now. And yeah, the players are out there. They're warming up. So the few of the bench players warming up. Some warming up a little bit more than others. Some warming up a little bit more than others. And usually that's indicative of early substitutions in the second half. We're seeing, looks like Kaheem Dixon sitting down and doing a bit of groin work. Kaheem Dixon sitting down on the sideline while the rest of the players are on the pitch. He's doing a bit of groin work. So that's pointing to an early second half change. The National Stadium packed to the brim. They can't take a message right now, people. That's how packed it is. We haven't seen it like this since Lionel Messi played in Jamaica last year. Last year? Yeah, I believe it was last year or earlier this year. I think it's last year. If Jamaica loses, does that mean they will not go to the World Cup? Not necessarily. So there are a few situations that have to work out in Jamaica's favor in order for them to advance. But if they lose, what is guaranteed is that they won't qualify automatically to the World Cup. So yes, it is halftime. It is halftime. Just like here, it is halftime. So halftime TV giving you the halftime report. Sorry, I'm late. What's the score? Lisa, the score is 0-0. The score is 0-0. halftime in the game. So Jamaica 45 minutes away from making history. A small contingent of Curacao fans, they're cheering their team on. Can't be more than 2 dozen. I'm just kidding. I'm sure it's more than 2 dozen. But yeah, no vibes in the stands. Curacao, they got the game plan right, because the first half they came out and they silenced the Jamaican fans. So that's what they needed to do, because Jamaica has the home crowd advantage. If you can come out and you can silence the fans, you're good. You're off to a good start, right? Silence the fans, off to a good start. Blessing me general just a forward, so reggae boys are play. Them are go on good, you know. Them are go on good. They will hold their own. We just need to get a smash and grab in the second half. Yeah, score a 1 goal and lock shop and call it a day. But yeah, you think we are gonna win? I hope we win. Naturally, I'm gonna be hoping. The fans in the stands, they're pensive right now. Everybody has their hand on cheek. People looking nervous as the Jamaican team gets ready for the second half. Thank you so very much. Link to watch it. You can watch it on YouTube, CONCACAF YouTube page, One Spot Media, Television Jamaica, so it's live on TVJ, ESPN, and also Paramount Plus. So those are the options. So if Jamaica draws, they finish on 11 points and they qualify for the World Cup spot in every situation, except if Haiti wins by 8 goals, not going to happen. Honduras wins by 6, and Suriname and Panama win. So if Jamaica draw, we're in the playoffs still. Let's see. Let me provide an update in the other game. It's 2-0. Haiti at halftime. Haiti is leading Nicaragua by 2 goals to 0. 0-0 in the game. Suriname and Guatemala. Sorry, Haiti leading Nicaragua. Costa Rica 0-0 as well in their game. So Haiti looks like they're showing right now. Panama is leading El Salvador by 2 goals to 0, and Trinidad and Tobago leads Bermuda by 1 goal to 0. Somewhere, Lisa said they should have them should have drawn for Bonnie Shaw. uh, got jokes in it. All right, so the second half is underway. Second half underway. Deep breaths as we get the next 45 minutes underway. I think it's ordained in the stars right now for Jamaica to go on and get an early goal in the second half and to go on and to win this game. And yeah, the entire national stadium celebrating, fans going crazy. Can you repeat the page? Okay, so the YouTube page is CONCACAF. So CONCACAF YouTube page. So CONCACAF YouTube page, type in CONCACAF on YouTube. You have to drill in it though. You have to type in CONCACAF, then you drill in it. You will see a number of games, and then you choose which one you want to watch, which is obviously Jamaica versus Curacao. But again, do you think you should out on after a halftime? Well, I was expecting to see Kaim Dixon early in the second half. Expectations are still the same. I think the coach is probably waiting until maybe the 60-minute mark to make his first change. Feel we can win if it's even a Bob Marley. I would take that, yeah? Yeah, man. We take a Bob Marley, right? Right now, we'll take anything. Right now, we take anything right now. So, Lacadia cross into the box. Andre Blake chases out and gathers. Looks to get the play going real quick. No pressing from Curaçao. They are allowing Andre Blake time on the ball. As soon as Andre Blake gathers, they basically CONCACAF. That's CONCACAF. So CONCACAF, CONCACAF. So it's second half play, folks. Second half play. Shamar Nicholson, he's looked bright all game. Getting the ball in the box there. Bobby Reed, a tad too late as goalkeeper room gathers. Bright play there from Shamar Nicholson. He's the one we generally expect to be in the box, but he collecting it deep, taking it down the left, and then getting it inside. In Jamaica, you can watch it on TVJ. In Jamaica, you can watch it on TVJ. TVJ is airing it live, or you can watch it on Checkboss Instagram. If you follow Checkboss on Instagram, you can watch it there as well. I think he's showing the match on his Instagram live stream. Wishful thinking, yeah. We take anything right now. We take anything right now because the score is 0-0. Jamaica needs a win. We do not want to go to the playoffs, people, for a number of reasons. Right? We do not want to go to the playoffs. So 83,000 views on the video, folks. Remember to share it with your friends. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. Good play there from Curaçao again. This time around, it is Juninho Bakuna, and he's felled by Bobby Reed. Little bit lousy in releasing that pass, and as was the case in the first, well, his brother comes across to defend him. Must be nice having a big brother to defend you on the pitch. So he delayed the pass, and once he let it go, Bobby Reed coming in late left something on him. We haven't had any cards in this game so far, but it's been quite a physical encounter. Neither team has been backing out of challenges. The tackles have been coming in. Spreading it wide on that instance. Oof, the pitch is so awful. Like, the pitch is disgustingly awful, people. Like, even when the players are running, it's almost as if, I don't know, awful. Anyway, ball over the top to Shamar Nicholson. Good hold-up play. Pulls off his defender and then plays it back to Gregory Lay, who then plays it into midfield to Ian Frey. Tries to advance the team forward. He's pressured, arm on the shoulder from Leandro Bakuna. Referee blows his whistle for a foul. Ian Frey has looked good. He's looked good this first 55 minutes or first 50 minutes of the game. Bakuna getting to his shoulder and pushing him down. So the Inter Miami player, Ian Frey, is he even still with Inter Miami? Yeah, he is. But ball over the top from Curaçao. Andre Blake playing super high. And, ooh, Andre Blake playing super high. Game-defining moment there from the Jamaican skipper. As had Andre Blake not gotten to that, or even if he was a tad late, that could have changed the direction of the game completely. So again, Jamaica pushing forward, and in doing so left themselves a little bit light at the back, and were almost punished just now, as a ball over the top meant it was a one-on-one situation between Andre Blake and the Curaçao attacker. ultimately it was intercepted by Andre Blake, who played it out for a throw-in. The floodgates are gonna go, are gonna open up soon, folks. But Curacao, they're playing their game. They're not being bullied by Jamaica. And for every attack that the Reggae Boys make, Curacao is countering that. Oof, Greg Lay heads it against the post. And again, Curacao passes it over the top. Long ball over the top because Jamaica is desperate. I sense a goal coming, you know. I sense a goal coming. Inches away. Inches away just now. Greg Lay could have gotten Jamaica on the score sheet. Whew. Nail-biting moment there. Hopefully Jamaica doesn't regret it. Wonderful opportunity there. Greg Lay advancing forward. Ronaldo Cephas gets the cross in. Ian Frey intercepts. Plays it back to Bobby Reed, who spreads it wide. And Richard King, from about 40 yards out, skies it. So Dujon Richards, he's warming up with Kaim Dixon, and the fans are going crazy. They can't wait to get them on the pitch. Jonathan Russell, he's there as well, warming up. We're 5 minutes away from the 60-minute mark. Let's see what Coach Steve McLaren does when it gets there. A goal is all that Jamaica needs right now. A goal changes everything. So Ian Frey, good 60 minutes for him, or good 55 minutes so far. Ball over the top. The Curaçao goalkeeper gathers as Shamar Nicholson was occupied. This match is so close, people. So very close. 60 minutes, 5 minutes away. I think we're currently at a stage where we can say both teams have had spells in this game. The second half, Curaçao has been more of let's catch them on the break. But the first half, it was head-to-head, end-to-end stuff. Kaheem Dixon currently receiving instructions from the coaching staff as he is prepared to enter the fray. But who does he replace? So if you want to watch the match, So Demari Gray is substituted, appears to have an injury, and he's replaced by Kaheem Dixon. Ronaldo Cephas, we haven't seen much of him. Kaheem Dixon wearing the number 9 shirt this evening. You can watch it live on CONCACAF YouTube page. You can watch it live on TVJ Sports Network, so One Spot Media. You can also watch it live ESPN. You can watch it on Paramount Plus. So Demari Gray issues out some words of comfort to Kaheem Dixon. The weight of the world is on your shoulders now. He's been posting on Instagram all day. They have him in the Superman costume. Will he be Jamaica's Superman this evening? Young Kaheem Dixon. Brilliant at the schoolboy level. Brilliant in the National Premier League. And he earned his move to England. And now he's back to grant Jamaica's wish of a second World Cup appearance. Another long throw into the box. That's been the order of the day. That's basically where football has gotten to these days. If you're in Florida, Paramount Plus. If you're in Florida, it's Paramount Plus. Haven't seen much of Cephas in this game, if I'm to be honest with you. Haven't seen a lot of Cephas, but so 60 minutes gone in this game. It's Jamaica 0, Curaçao 0. Heavy touch from Greg Lay there. Woo. Ian Frey picks up the first yellow card of the game. Jamaica will want to avoid the stop-start play because that only plays into the hands of Curaçao. They're calling the stretcher on right now. They're calling the medics. Player there in full dribble mode. Body check from Ian Frey, and he picks up the first yellow card of the game. That's a yellow card every day of the week. Yeah, body check Ian Frey, putting himself in front of the player. So yeah, stop start, as I said, doesn't really benefit Jamaica. Good try there. Getting into the box, Curaçao. Dribbling into the box and getting the cross in. Cleared by Isaac Hayden, who was waiting for it on the edge of the 6-yard box. corner from Curaçao, which then ends in a goal kick for Jamaica. So Coach Steve McLaren, another shake of the dice as the night comes to an end for Ian Frey, who just picked up an injury. And he is replaced by Jonathan Russell. Coach needs goals. Ian Frey, almost in tears, as he exits the pitch. Good outing for him, though. Good outing for him. He played a good 60 minutes. The beginning, I must say, I wasn't too impressed with the starting lineup, but Ian Frey was good for 60 minutes. Anyway, back to the game at hand. We're looking for some more of that Shamar Nicholson, Kaheem Dixon combination that we saw the last time they played together. 93,000 people have viewed this video so far. Remember to share it, to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is Halftime TV, and this is our coverage of Jamaica versus Curaçao live World Cup qualifiers. This is the final round. Jamaica needs a win if they are to progress automatically through to the World Cup. "25 minutes to go. 25 minutes between Jamaica and the World Cup. 25 minutes between Curaçao and history. Kaheem Dixon demanding the ball. And again, they pass it back to the defenders. Curaçao is making Jamaica work for it. I know at the beginning of the day, folks thought it would be far more straightforward than this. Leandro Bacuna at the heart of everything that they've done. Brilliant save there from Andre Blake, one that you'd expect him to make. Ball over the top, and Locadia striking it instantly. Not even taking a touch, but striking it off the left boot. And Andre Blake gathering. So many almost moments, people. Oof. So many almost moments. Ugh. So close, so close. So ball into the box. Frey has ice on his shoulders. He's sitting on the grass next to the bench. Long throw again from Ethan Pinnock into the box. Ronaldo Cephas appears to have been lining up the spectacular. Ultimately, referee points to the spot and says it's a goal kick. But backtracking to that previous play, dangerous ball into the box from Bobby Reed. And had it not been for the intervention of the Curaçao defenders, so Curaçao now making their changes. Antonis and Antonis coming in and Gore coming off. Gore, the number 18, got a goal last time against Jamaica. Good run from him again today. Some dangerous sprints down the flank. He's kept the Jamaican defenders honest this evening. And this is an attacking change, you know. Antonis, he's an attacking player. So do not expect the Curaçao team to retreat. Best form of defense is attack, and Curaçao is showing just that this evening. Antonis straight into the heart of the action. Bobby Reed backs off, didn't want to give away the foul there. First clear touch of the ball from Antonis. Attempts a pass. It is intercepted by Richard King. And ball into touch. 20 minutes to go, halftime. TV viewers and subscribers. It is Jamaica versus Curaçao, and this is for an automatic place at the 2026 World Cup. It's all or nothing. It's throwing the kitchen sink at it right now because Jamaica needs a goal. Oof. Ooh. Jonathan Russell cross into the box. Shamar Nicholson just high. It comes off the crossbar. Shamar Nicholson. Jamaica is etching closer and closer, folks. Closer and closer. That's the second time this evening that we've gotten it off the upright. Second time this evening off the upright. The first time it was Greg Lay. This time Shamar Nicholson climbing highest, getting his head onto it. Oof. Oof. Inches, people. Inches. Centimeters. Another nearly moment, people. Jamaica has had some good chances this evening. Richard King last ditch tackle there. Whew. Unlucky the other day in Karim. Unlucky, unlucky, unlucky. So Curaçao, they've been a bit more reserved in the second half. Offside, Antonis. Yeah, offside. The Curaçao fans went crazy. The Curaçao fans went crazy, but it is offside. It is the number 11. He just came onto the pitch. Just came onto the pitch. Fans already crying. Offside all day long. So I don't know why they haven't updated it on the screen as yet, but it is offside. Yep, there you go. We have the update now. But that's just a glimpse of what the Curaçao team can do if Jamaica shuts off. We're not changing the shirt this evening. We're not changing. But I tell you what, although Jamaica has hit the post twice, Andre Blake has had more work to do this evening. Room there, misjudgment, bit of confusion between the Curaçao goalkeeper and his defenders, and the ball bounces harmlessly through for a goal kick. Oh, how we wish that had been bouncing towards goal. So with 17 minutes to go in this game, it is Jamaica 0, Curaçao 0. 17 minutes to go in the game, Jamaica 0, Curaçao 0. There isn't anybody sitting on the Jamaica bench except Ian Frey, who picked up an injury. Everyone is on their feet. The same thing goes for the fans in the National Stadium right now. 30,000 plus fans on their feet. You can't sit down for this game. So Dexter Lembikisa, he has the speed, he has the strength to be the last man back, and he is. Kahim Dixon helping out on that instance, passes it long over the top. Greg Lay makes an attempt for it, but it is shepherded outside for a Curaçao goal kick. I bet they just, yeah. Cole CM10. So Leandro Bacuna, he's down. Leandro Bacuna, he's down. Dujon Richards and Bailey Cadamarteri receiving instructions. So they will be the next change for Jamaica, or the next changes for Jamaica in the final 10 minutes of the game. So far, Curaçao has only made one change. Jamaica has put on Kahim Dixon for Demari Gray, and they've also put on Jonathan Russell for Ian Frey. Shot from outside the 18-yard box. Andre Blake saves it, and Richard King goes belligerent on his teammates for allowing that shot in. So, no retreat, no surrender from this Curaçao team. They're keeping the fans at the National Stadium honest. And if there is going to be a winner in this game, I tell you what, it's going to be a 1-0 game. If there's going to be a winner, it's going to be 1-0. So changes are afoot as Jamaica looks to make a pair of substitutions. Lembikisa comes off. Bobby D. Cordova-Reid comes off as well. And Dujon Richards in the number 19 and Bailey Cadamarteri in number 12. They both enter the pitch for the final 10 minutes of the game. 10 or so. The final 10 minutes or so of the game. So Jamaica is throwing the kitchen sink at it right now. We have Dujon Richards, Shamar Nicholson, Bailey Cadamarteri, Kahim Dixon, Ronaldo Cephas. It looks like we're playing two strikers now. Jonathan Russell So all of 6 attacking players, as in 6 players that could either play as a winger or a striker. And it's a Curaçao goal kick. Jonathan Russell remonstrates. So right now it is the defenders. Right now it is the defenders. King, Pinnock, and Lay. Hayden helping out there as well. And then for everybody else, it's attackers. For everybody else, it is attackers. KG encounter. KG encounter. This game is perfectly poised for someone to be the hero. Perfectly poised for someone to be the hero. 10 minutes to go. Jamaica versus Curaçao. Long ball into the box. Curaçao wins the header. Jamaica wins the second header. Ball over the top from Curaçao, and Andre Blake claims it. He kicks it long immediately. Curaçao gathers in midfield. Kaheem Dixon, he recovers it, spreads it wide to Whisper. Over the top for Shamar Nicholson. It comes off his head for Ronaldo Cephas. Takes his man down to the byline. Oof, too much on that one. Too much on that one. And Curaçao, they make a pair of substitutions now. So calculated and strategic with their substitutes. With 10 minutes to go in the game. Blessings to everybody who's tuned in. If you've subscribed to Halftime TV, thank you so very much. And if you haven't done so as yet, go ahead and subscribe right now. A 100,000 views on this video. Keep on smashing the like button. Keep on sharing the live stream as well. Whew. 10 minutes away from history, folks. 10 minutes away from Jamaica either qualifying automatically for a second World Cup or going to the playoffs for one final throw of the dice. So Locadia sees Andre Blake off his line, tries a hopeful attempt from in his half. Tell you what, had that been on target, Andre Blake would have been in some trouble there. But another attack from Jamaica. Curaçao just about locking up shop now. It's 5-3. Well, it's 6-3-1. It's 6-3-1. And if you thought Jamaica struggled for creativity in midfield before, it's going to be even worse now. So, a pair of yellow cards for Jonathan Russell and Antonisi, it looks like. Oh, how wonderful it would be if Jamaica scores on the final minute of this game. Don't want to leave it that late, but Euphoric stuff. 82 minutes in, people. Jamaica 0, Curaçao 0. It's now Route 1 football. Long balls into the box. Hoping for chaos, hoping for mistakes. It's Jamaica 0, Curaçao 0. Jonathan Russell, he needs to be very careful. He just picked up a yellow card. And if he's not careful, a single yellow card could quickly turn into 2. Hopeful attack here for Jamaica. Let's see what will come off it. Roderick Douglas saying Curacao deserves the World Cup spot. Crossfield ball there for Ronaldo Cephas, who's played his heart out today. Lot of defensive work required of him this evening, and as such, we haven't seen that much in the attacking phase. But Isaac Hayden being allowed all the time in the world on the ball. It's 2 blocks right now from Curacao. They've left Locadia as the only person up, and the gap between Locadia and the midfielders is humongous. Basically saying, hey, Jamaica, can you break us down? And whenever they break through and go forward, Jamaica is in problem. Richard King surrenders a corner in that instance. But again, it could have been worse because it was a 2 versus 1 at one point in that play. So Anthony's and Locadia keeping the Jamaican defenders honest. Locadia has the energy to quickly get up pitch. Who will be the hero this evening, folks? 5 minutes to go. Jamaica versus Curacao. Who will be the hero? A question that we've constantly been asking this evening. We've yet to receive those answers. And there are only 5 minutes to determine that. If there will be a hero any at all. Kaheem Dixon helping out defensively there, shoving his man off the ball. He was in a dangerous position, but Dixon did what he had to do, ensure that he didn't get his shot away. Haven't seen much of Whisper since he came on the pitch, you know. Ooh! Off the post for a 3rd time. Bailey Kadimatri cross into the box. He got his head to the ball. It looks like this evening is just not Jamaica's day. 3 times off the upright. 3 times off the upright, people. I kid you not. Bailey Kadimatri, Greg Lay, and Shamar Nicholson have all seen their efforts ricochet off the upright this evening. Whoa. You could not make this up. Attempt into the box from Whisper. It's intercepted. Ethan Pinnock plays it into touch. Ah, looking back at it now, Bailey Cadamartri, folks, centimeters away. Jonathan Russell got the first header. Bailey Cadamartri following up, at least anticipating where the ball would fall. He got his head to it. Jonathan Russell. Shit! Jonathan Russell, people, gets a red card. Jonathan Russell gets a red card. Jonathan Russell gets a red card, a second yellow card. Jonathan Russell gets a second yellow card for an accumulation of fouls. He got a yellow card. He fouled the player afterwards. And then he went on to foul another player. There's a whole lot of afters happening on the pitch right now. Jesus. I said it. Jonathan Russell needed to be careful because a single yellow card could easily turn into 2 yellow cards. The Curaçao player is still down. The Curaçao players, the Reggae Boys, are gathered around the referee. Curaçao medical team chased on the pitch. Ooh. Yeah, step on the top of his foot there. Whether it's... Ooh. And the Curaçao fans go crazy, people, because with 5 minutes of stoppage, Jonathan Russell makes his way to the changing room. A second yellow card. Accumulation of foul. Accumulation of foul, I think it is. Because what happened, Jonathan Russell got a yellow card. About 2 minutes after that, he fouled someone. And then this is the second foul for him since he got that yellow card. So Curaçao making some substitutions now as they're removing the striker Locadia. Richard King, a lot of shoving. Richard King picks up a yellow card for his efforts. Well, you know what they say, the hotter the battle, the sweeter the victory. It'd be even better now if Jamaica were to score on the last minute. The odds stacked against them and getting that goal on the last kick of the game. With 10 men, Jamaica have it all to do right now with 2.5 minutes to go. 2.5 minutes to go. Goal kick for Jamaica, one that Andre Blake's take quickly. Richard King advances forward, plays it through, and Curaçao, now they're going the other end. Ethan Pinnock chases across, has Anthony's for company, and it's a throw in at the Jamaican corner flag. Gets it back to Andre Blake, takes a touch, holds his head up to see where the passes are at. Andre Blake, midway now, his half, kicks it long. Shamar Nicholson doesn't get to it, and it rolls harmlessly through to the Curaçao defender. Now with Junino Bakuna, attempt at a through ball through the middle. Andre Blake spreads it wide on this instance. Oof. Dujon Richards is fouled. One minute to go, people. It's now or never for Jamaica. And I'm more on the side of thinking it is no. I think it will happen now as Whisper stands over the resulting free kick. Andre Blake subsequently, or Andre Blake ends up taking it, passes it to Whisper, and Whisper wins a penalty. Penalty. Dujon Richards, the final minute of the game, Whisper wins a penalty to take Jamaica through to the World Cup. VAR naturally is going to take a look at it. Let's see. Whisper gets it. Whisper gets it. Looks like it's a clean tackle to me, but we need that penalty. Drama, people. Final minute of the game. Final seconds of the game. Final seconds of the game. The referee is invited over to the screen. And usually when the referee is invited over to the screen, the penalty is overturned. Usually, if the referee goes over to the screen, people, if the referee is invited over to the screen, no penalty. Yellow card for a member of the Curaçao team. You cannot make this up, people. This is the most dramatic game of football that I've seen, I could say, in all my life. Richards again. It's Whisper. Whew. Whoa, what a game of football. What a game, people. Roller coaster of emotions over the last couple of minutes. And we may very well be sitting here until the 100th minute because of the stoppages, because of the VAR checks, because of everything. Cross into the box there, Richard King, he gathers. The Jamaican player still in the box waiting for it. Goalkeeper gathers. Lots of stoppages in stoppage time. Curaçao, they can count their lucky stars because everything that could have possibly gone wrong for Jamaica this evening have gone wrong. And we're still playing at 99 minutes. We're still playing at 99 minutes, people. At 99 minutes, we're still playing. Andre Blake under pressure there. The Jamaican players back on the line. Oof. Andre Blake playing as a sweeper there and could have been in some problems, but the defenders covered him. It's all or nothing, people. 100th minute, we're still playing. Jamaica playing as if they're the team. Jamaica playing as if they're the team with 11 players. The game cannot end. Curaçao, they're asking the referee what's happening. So 5 minutes of stoppages has quickly turned to 10, and we're still going. So throw in from Ethan Pinnock. So the ref has had enough, and Curaçao advance for their first ever World Cup, the smallest nation to qualify for the World Cup. Curaçao, they secured a draw against Jamaica, the mighty Reggae Boys, at the National Stadium. And as was the case down in Curaçao, Jamaica again failed to score against Curaçao. The players are crying. The coaching staff is crying. They cannot believe it. They're heading to the 2026 World Cup in North America. This is what dreams are made of. The Reggae Boys will have another swing at it, hoping that everything else goes their way. And speaking of, let me check on the results in the other games. So Haiti, they won by 2-0. Suriname lost by 3-1. So Suriname finishing second in their group on 9 points. Jamaica missing out there, and will be hoping that a spot in the playoffs is theirs. Haiti, they're through to the World Cup as an automatic qualifier as well. So right now, let me give you a quick update on the automatic qualifiers, people. Automatic qualifiers, these are the teams. So Panama qualifies automatically. Haiti qualifies automatically. Panama, Haiti qualify automatically. And Curacao qualify automatically. Haiti, Panama, and Curacao are the automatic qualifiers for the World Cup. So as things stand right now, Jamaica will be going through to the intercontinental playoffs, something that I was trying to avoid. Huh? We'll be okay. So now it all comes back down to that game against Trinidad. It all comes back down to that game against Trinidad that Jamaica should have won. That game against Trinidad that we spoke about, coach sending out a starting lineup and then making excuses in the end. We should have won that game because it was always going to be difficult, Curaçao at the Jamaica National Stadium. And let me give you a quick recap of what it looked like. So Jamaica versus Curaçao, we just witnessed that one. But let's go through the stats. Let's talk through it. What happened in this game? Where did it go wrong? So as was the case in the first leg, Curaçao surrendered possession to the Jamaican national team. They surrendered possession to the Jamaican national team. But they were still very dangerous. As you can see, total shots 16 from Curaçao, 13 from Jamaica, 4 big chances from Jamaica, 2 from Curaçao. Ball possession 60% for Jamaica and 40% for Curaçao. These are the player ratings, and I think they should tell part of the story. And again, I told you before, I don't really pay too much attention, but Andre Blake was definitely one of Jamaica's better players on the day. Ronaldo Cephas, not his best outing, still ended up playing the full 90. Curacao came out and they showed us why they were top of the table prior to, and why they are top of the table at the end of. Promise to wear a blue shirt. True. I'll try and find a blue shirt. Blue shirt for me? No? I'll get a blue jacket. Don't worry. All right. I'll get a blue jacket and I'll wear a blue jacket. All right. So for my Curacao people on here, you've gotten your wish. See, I'm wearing a little bit of blue for you. Wearing a little bit of blue for you. The Curacao people on here, you've gotten your wish. Congratulations. Congratulations to Curacao. Definitely came out and definitely played their hearts out. And congratulations on being the close up that. Yeah, no, you're pushing your luck now. You're pushing your luck. You definitely came out and played your hearts out. And congratulations on being the smallest nation to qualify for the World Cup. We definitely we're proud of you. We're proud of you. We're hoping Jamaica snatched that qualification spot this evening, but it didn't work out, and it's one of those where we just have to be happy for you, right? We just have to be happy for you. So big up yourself, Curacao. Big up all the Curacao folks on here. We've had over 115,000 folks tune in this evening. Thank you so very much for supporting us. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I know you've subscribed to the channel. If you haven't done so as yet, go ahead and subscribe right now. Let me even check. We still have over 900 people on here. So let me make sure that each and every one of you subscribed. We've been here for 3 hours covering the game. We did the pre-game show. We've been live streaming since 5:30, so it's all of 5 hours of us streaming, and it's been brilliant. You've been exceptional in the comment section. You've kept the vibe going, and although Jamaica didn't make it in this phase, I expect us to go to the playoffs, and I expect us to progress through to the World Cup. Delayed, not denied. We like to put it that way, right? Delayed, not denied. So we will go to the intercontinental playoffs, and we will be back stronger. So Curacao, yeah, Curacao, big up the entire Curacao massive. Big up the entire Curacao massive. Thank you for supporting Halftime TV this evening. Jamaica is going to be in the World Cup. Congratulations to Curacao. Yep. Yeah, man. So we're gonna leave it at that. Look out for our reactions. Look out for our reactions in just a few minutes. And if you haven't done so, turn notification on. All right, big up on yourself. Halftime TV here saying congratulations, Curacao, Jamaica. You need to do better at the intercontinental playoffs. You just made it far more difficult for yourselves. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Heartbroken, disappointed, and I'll be pouring that out in the video that's coming up after this. All right, so we'll talk soon.